Hey, this one is a "It Only Happens to Me" video, and it's called Eyes and IVs. Let me start out that I was taking my wife to the emergency room one time and they were trying to get an IV started, and my wife was on the table. I was on one side, and on the other side there were these three people. There were two men and a woman. They were doctors and nurses, whatever. But anyway, as I'm watching this, all of a sudden, everything got dark, and it was like, what's going on? And I hear these voices, and they're saying, "Hey, it looks like he's gonna go down." And then suddenly, I saw the darkness was gone, and I'm seeing these three people standing in front of me. I'm thinking, who in the world are these people? And then I look down, and there's my wife on the stretcher. And then I realized, well, these are the doctors and everything. And the woman doctor, she says, "I think you better sit down." And I says, "Yeah, I think I better sit down." So after that, I didn't watch IVs being set anymore because they had to they jerked the IV out and had to restart it again. And my wife was not very happy with that, and I don't blame her. But anyway, I don't know, is this a man thing that men can't stand needles? Because I was at a doctor's office one time getting a physical when I was younger, and there were these big guys look like football players waiting as I was waiting to see the doctor, and this little kid comes in, and I think he needed an insulin shot, and so while the doctor was giving him an insulin shot, I looked at the two men, and both of them cringed like, ooh, their faces cringed like they couldn't stand it. And so it must be a man thing. But anyway, that's just something about the IVs and needles that some people can't stand it. And yes, I'm one of them. But anyway, I want to talk about eyes. When I was younger, I was an installer of fireplace equipment. So I would put these glass doors on fireplace openings, and they usually had a clamping system. But sometimes you couldn't use the clamp, so you'd have to drill. So I was cool, man. I didn't need any safety glasses to do this. But as I was drilling, looking up, drilling like this, and I got a piece of metal in my eye. So I went home that day, and it kept bothering me. So I went to the emergency room, and I was laying on the table, and a doctor came in to try to take care of it. So I guess he was using a Q-tip to try to dab it out or something like that. So as I'm sitting there, I hear the doctor say, "Nurse, give me a probe." And I'm thinking, a probe? And I'm saying, a probe? And so here he has a probe is a sharp instrument, and he's going to go in my eye with a sharp instrument. So I was freaking out, and he said, "Stand still." And I thought, phew, yeah, you didn't have any problem with that. My head was pushed against the bed with about 5G force. I was not going to move. Anyway, so I'm looking up at the light. He's going at my eye. He says, "Don't move, don't blink or anything." I wasn't blinking, and I'm thinking about this. Now, this guy's using a metal probe, a sharp instrument like a needle, in my eye. Anyway, so it was bad enough, but then I'm hearing this fling, fling of the needle because it was so sharp. And anyway, he got the metal out, and I got up there and went home, and then he gave me a follow-up with the eye doctor. So I go to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor is examining my eye, put some drops in there, and then I have this thing you put your chin on, and you can, look at your eyes with magnifying glasses and stuff. So he's doing something to my eye, and it sounded like a little vacuum cleaner. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he's vacuuming out something. So when he gets done, he says, as I get up, he says, "Oh, I drilled out all the rust in your eye." And I'm thinking, drilled my eye? And so he looks at me and he goes, "You don't look so good." He says, "You better sit down." So he sat me down. He said, "Put your head between your knees. So I put my head down and the blood rushed back into my head. So anyway, that's the second time I almost passed out. To be honest with you, from now on, wearing safety glasses is cool, man. I don't mind at all. Actually, now at my age, I have bifocal safety glasses. So anyway, that's my story about eyes and IVs. And all I can say is wear safety glasses. And if you can't stand a needle, don't look, because I never do anymore. You have a great day, and thanks for all your views.